Hello Aries, how are you doing? Welcome into your weekend reading from the 16th until the 17th of October. This weekend reading, I'm doing something a little bit different. As you know, I like to change things up in my readings. We're going to be looking at sort of a situation that has unfolded with regards to love. We're going to be looking at what's been going on around you, what your hopes are, what is causing problems, and then we're going to get sort of an outcome on this side. But I want to do something while I'm busy. Let me clear the area. I'm going to allow you guys at the end of the reading, okay, to ask a separate question. It's going to be a very straightforward yes or no question. But remember, I'm going to do it as a negative or positive, because remember, sometimes a yes can be good, but it can also be bad depending on what you asking. So is a no. So it's going to be more like a negative and positive energy. So ask a question. We're going to take some cards out here. We're going to take one card out. Ask a question now, and at the end of the reading I'm going to answer for you, is this a good vibe or a bad vibe with regards to what you're asking. I will literally let you know if this is a yes, it's a good yes, and it's a no. You know what I mean? So we're going to put this card out. We're going to put it here by Queen Nefertiti and let her take care of that for us. And we're going to go in here later and see what that's all about. So let's get started. Let's start out first of all with relationship situation. What has been going on with you? The main card out is, as usual, going to be your energy, how you're feeling right now, what's going on with you, what's the basic vibe that you have, or what has been happening around you as well. Then we're going to look a bit into past energy. We're going to look into what you want, like the crowning energy, and also what has been the root of situations as well. We're going to get future outcome as we're moving on. So, okay, this card moved like that, so I'm taking it. So let's see what's been going on. What's the main energy coming up here for you? You're finding out the truth about something here. You got the Seven of Swords. Seek the truth, literally. So you're finding out the truth with regards to about you and another person, or you may be having some kind of realization about you and another person. So what is going on here? Sometimes when this card comes up, which is the Seven of Swords, it is my card for cycles that are repeating. So this can be a cycle that is repeating between you and another person. It's the same situation happening again and again. You fix it, it comes back. You fix it, it comes back. You know, the same kind of behavior. It can also be a cycle that's repeating, but it may not even be with the same person. It can be the same sort of situation that's repeating in your life with regards to relationships. So let's go in here and have a look and see at the 4 different directions that I want to get here. This is going to be the crowning energy up here. Let's see if I can put all these cards properly on the table. The root of the problem. All right. Past energies, and basically we're going to be starting to look into the future from here. So let's get in here. Let's see what's on your mind. What is on your mind? Seven of Wands energy, things that you could not handle, things that got out of your control. There could have been situations here where you thought you were going to handle something. I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to take care of it. I'll be able to handle the situation. Seven of Wands energy. That's usually what it means. It might be a bit difficult to deal with, but I'm going to handle this. But when it comes up into the reverse position, you got caught off guard. Maybe more than once, with the other 7 being here, which is the 7 of Swords energy. And you feel like this will be just fine, and it turned out it didn't be just fine. So let's see what's the root here. What's the problem? 7 of Cups. Wow, what is going on with all these 7s? 7, 7, 7, 7 down here. That could be something there could be something that happened in the 7th month. So in July, or the 7th day, something like that. You know, the 7 of Cups talks about choices that need to get made. It talks about when we think about what we want in the future, and it's usually an emotional something that we're looking for. It's not got to do with unless you eat emotionally, but it's not got to do with what am I going to cook for dinner tonight, unless, like I said, you eat emotionally. So this would be me. So the thing is, with the 7 of Cups here, it's literally, I know I need to make a decision. I know I need to do something about this, but I'm not doing it. I'm delaying making of these decisions. And to be totally honest, I feel like it's not indecision. It could be indecision on somebody else's side. Okay. But we're looking at what's going on with you here. I feel like it could be indecision on you with regards to you. You may have been involved in a situation that was a cycle that was repeating itself. And you knew in your heart that this wasn't going to be okay, or this behavior, this situation is just not okay. And it's like you just hope for the truth. Okay, let me just see how it's going to go. Everything will be okay. And it seems like whatever you were like maybe trying to avoid, or trying to maybe even avoid looking at, like seeking the truth between you and this person, looking at the truth, it came in anyway. And what you were afraid of actually ended up happening. This is interesting. So let's see what's going on in the past year. Yeah, it's about stability. It's about wanting to be in a long-term stable connection, wanting to be able to work on something that's going to grow, that's going to become maybe even marriage, maybe settling down, being with a person, having that person in your life. And when you kind of see it in the reverse position, there's a lot of fears attached to that happening, because it shows that I'm worried that it may not happen. I'm worried that things may not get here, even though you're willing to put the work in. You're willing to come in here and go, yes, I'm willing to make the effort to make this happen. But you may have been worried that this is not going to happen already in the past. Let's see current energy right now. So you may be thinking about reaching out to somebody. I feel like you could be not with this person again. There's an again here. Or if this is the person that you've already been with one time, you know, it's only the first time you broke up with them, but you've seen this kind of behavior before. So you could be sitting here hoping for communication from them, or you considering to communicate with them, like sending a text message over the phone. So now we're looking into the future. We're going to look into what can happen here, especially if you get communication, or if they will bring communication, or if you communicate with them, where can this go and what can happen? So let's get some cards out, spirit guides, and see what is going on here. What is going on here? Remember the yes and no question, guys. And it doesn't have to do with something with this. It can have to do with anything. You could be asking a complete separate question about anything. Okay, so let's get in here and have a look and see. The King of Materials coming up in the upright position, which is good. The Queen of Inspiration coming through here. It's okay. The Ace of Cups energy. Let's see what else will come. Let's see if I can actually fit these cards on the table. Let's see if I can rearrange here a little bit. Move things up so we can fit all the cards on. Let's see. There you go. What else will come up here? Seven of Materials again. Okay, so this is definitely a repetitive cycle that we are looking at here. The Two of Cups in the reverse position as well. I do feel like if you're considering to reach out to this person, I feel like, yes, they will communicate with you. Okay. The energy that I pick up on you, it's literally this row here. I'm picking up this because of the Seven of Pentacles being here. It's here again. And again, it's in the reverse position. So I feel like if you reach out to them, or you want them to reach out to you, hoping that they reach out to you. Okay. I do feel with the Justice card being there, the Libra energy as well, and the Ace of Emotions over here, that they will respond to you. They will respond, but it may not be exactly the long-term thing that you want to happen. And if they do come in here and contact you, the main issue being with these cards that are coming out here, yes, they're going to pay you some attention. The Ace of Emotions is there. The Two of Cups is there as well. The Justice card comes up because it indicates that, yes, they will communicate with you. That's one thing. This person will most probably communicate with you for the majority of you guys. Remember, this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. So we're picking up on a lot of different energies of a lot of different people. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. One bit of advice that I always kind of like to give. Sometimes in the readings it goes like, yeah, if you contact them, they will come in. But for me, I always feel like we shouldn't be running after people. You know? That's my vibe. I always pick up, we shouldn't never run after anyone, especially if there was a breakup and somebody left you. You shouldn't run after a person that's really walking away from you. You should really allow them to be the one that comes back in, you see. I don't like that energy because it kind of like puts you in a place of being in a weak spot, just a weak standing point. You don't have that strength to start. You're already in a negative place. When you get in there, you don't have the power. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like, yes, if there is communication, and if you're waiting for them to communicate with you, I feel like they will. The Ace of Cups is there. They are going to communicate with you. The Justice card is there as well, showing that, yes, it would go your way. What happens after the communication? Because the 2 cards that indicate to me the problem, these 3 cards here indicate you're going to hear from them. The next 3 cards, there's a bit of an issue there. You got a Queen of Inspiration, which is a little bit of a problem if you ask me, because the Queen of Inspiration is not the most loyal energy. It's also not the most King of Pentacles vibe either. The Queen of Wands is not settled. The Queen of Wands is not looking for marriage. It's not looking for that stability that you are looking for. Most of the time, they're looking for a good time. They're looking for the next party. They're looking for fun. They're looking, this person, Queen of Wands can usually indicate people who date a lot of people. They date a lot of people, and they get attention because they're pretty good looking and they're charming and they got all the vibes going. And this is what can bring up the insecurity again with the 7 of Pentacles, hoping that a Queen of Wands will become the King of Pentacles. And that's not going to happen unless the person themselves decides they want that. But I still see them kind of drifting off and doing whatever they want to do, possibly repeating past mistakes, with the 2 of Cups being there as well. It does indicate, and the card that fell out, you won't believe. Where did it go? Hello. It is a 7 of Swords, and I don't even see it. It just disappeared somewhere. It moved. Oh wow, you're not going to believe where this card is. It fell into my stand. This card is literally, I wish I could move the camera. It's stuck onto the camera stand, the legs of the camera stand. And I'm wondering, where's this card? And it's literally the 7 of Wands energy. It is literally the 7 of Wands energy. 2 cards fell. Literally got stuck just like this. 2 cards like that. And I'm wondering, where did it go? You know what I mean? It's right here. So you got literally the 7 of Swords again. You literally got the 7 of Swords the second time round. If you contact this person, yes, it will go your way, or if they contact you, they will contact you. They're going to contact you. It's going to be what you want, because the Justice card comes in. It's what you want. The Ace of Cups, yeah, they are. Communication. But it's a repetitive cycle. Again. And that's why the 2 of Cups is in the reverse position. So you are going to be doing a repetitive cycle with this person. And what they did before, with the Devil card being here, is what they are going to do again. Okay, because this Devil card is in the reverse position. So they are going to repeat a cycle again with you. This is an out of control energy. It is when passions have gone wrong. It is when a situation doesn't have control. It is when things are out of your control. And remember, something did happen that was out of your control. Yes, I feel they will reach for you. They will reach out to you. If you communicate with them, there's a good chance they will communicate back to you. But what happens after? Because what happens after is going to be literally a repetitive cycle of what happened before. And these 2 cards literally mean that cycle of repeating the same thing again and again. So you guys have got to really think about what it is you want to experience, We choose what we experience on this earth. So you got to think, what is it that you want to experience being alive? What do you want your life to be like? Every choice we make, from the moment we get up in the morning to the moment we go to bed, is building the life you're going to be choosing. So you got to think to yourself, there's many options that you have here. Life is not simple. We don't have one option. There's not one road that we travel. Do you know? We have roads that look like this. I don't know, I've got one. Let's do that. You've got roads that look like that. You here, these are your options. And each one is actually already existing. That's why spirit guides can see. So they're going, if you're on the path that you're on, you're going to choose this path, and this is what's going to happen. But if you had to change choices, you hear, you go here, you communicate, it's going to be here, this. But if you had to change this to something else, you will have another layout of cards here of something else that can be pretty amazing. So it's all about the choices you make and which timeline of the future you want to step into. So think about what it is you want. Now let's ask the question. You are asked to choose something, ask a question. Remember, I'm going to give it as in a negative or a positive connotation, because a yes can be positive and negative, and a no can be positive and negative. So whatever your question is, let's have a look and see. It's a positive, very positive energy. This is the World card. Basically, all your dreams come true. If this is a yes or a no, it's a positive yes or no. It is not a negative yes or no. Okay, whatever this is, it's excellent. Yes, yes, positive, positive energy. There we go. I wonder what your question was, but there we are. Thank you so much for coming into the reading. As usual, guys, if you've been here before, hi, how are you doing? Otherwise, if it's your first time, thank you for coming in. I'm sending my love to you guys, wherever you may be. Bye.